Hello, my name is Luke and I work for Expect Best. This is a quick look at a demo we have built for a client who wanted a CRM and a client portal. They're a marketing agency in Bournemouth that do branding and research for local businesses, so they've got a lot of one-off projects and monthly retainers running side by side, and a lot of their customers have more than one job with them at one given time. What you are seeing is a working example of the main functionality they asked for. When you first load into the system, it opens onto this pipeline page. Our client has tried a couple of the big CRM platforms and mostly off-the-shelf products, but unfortunately, this has caused his team to cause more harm than good, as they are not intuitive enough for this kind of work. So he decided to get a more bespoke build. Under your pipeline, every inquiry moves from inquiry to quote sent to won or to lost. Cards are dragged along as things progress, and opening one up brings a full history. So you can see the calls, the emails, the messages, and the notes all in one place. Originally, we put a lot more fields onto each record, but our client asked to strip them back to the ones they were really filling in. There are currently 8, and 2 of those questions are what they ask every single time and can never get their old system. And that is another really good reason as why their team did not stick with the other off-the-shelf products. A lot of inquiries from them come in via WhatsApp, so we made sure to wire that incorrectly into the system. Newbie has to decide where it goes, and if the number is one that they've never seen before, it opens a client and an inquiry rather than sitting on their work phones. So looking at this deal that's come in, it will give you all the details already filled in if they are already a client properly. So the next step is to click convert into a quote, which will bring up this quote from the same screen, and everything is already filled in using their own templates that they have given us. So a website quote and a monthly retainer don't start from the same blank page. From here, you just change whatever needs to be changing if they have changed some of their parameters. The part they mostly care about with this type of system is this bottom section. How many rounds of revisions are included, who's supplying the content, whether hosting and aftercare are in, and how long it'll take. Those 4 things are what every job of theirs needs. And none of the off-the-shelf systems had anywhere sensible to put them. So they were writing on these quotes manually. Now these quotes go straight to the client portal. Then you simply click send a quote to the portal, and it'll bring it across to quote sent. As you can see, there's a wide range of work going through, from a 4-piece of setup work at a couple £1,000 up to full website rebuilds that are around 22,000. These are just demo numbers, but they are not exactly inaccurate to the numbers they use. And of course, their retainers that are running all year round. Now, as this quote has been sent, I will show you the process of what happens next. If I quickly go over to the client portal area, this is what their clients will see when they log in. Specific client has 2 jobs going on at the same time, which their old systems and the off-the-shelves couldn't show at all. New website is currently underway, and this new quote is now waiting for them. They get the status of each job, the documents that have been shared, the quote in full with those terms, and obviously their invoices. And on their side, if they can approve it whenever they wish. The moment you do this, 3 things happen. It's flagged on the cards back in the pipeline area. The deposit invoice is raised automatically, and that invoice goes into their account systems while the client is still looking at this page. Everything updates the moment it changes. If the office has the pipeline open while a client is approving in their portal, they watch it happen with no refreshing. The main reason it was built like this in the first place was to make it a lot easier for our clients' customers and their own team. For customers, it's a way more professional experience and a lot less chasing on their part. For the staff of our client, it's a CRM. They will actually keep up to date because there's nothing in it they don't need to use. To add to this, they also wanted a statistics page which shows how long inquiries typically take. This data shows 18 days, 19 days, and that's a very handy for forecasting future jobs. In the settings area, everything is fully customizable, and everything that needs changing is very easy to update for our client. In the settings area, they can add or remove pipeline stages, change exactly what a client is allowed to see in their portal, manage the account connections, and add new people if they we made sure to build this so it'll run on anything with a browser, so laptops, tablets, or phones. As always, systems like this can scale to whatever level of detail is needed, from something simpler than this or a fully bespoke build. If this was something you would like to implement into your own business, click Request a Quote and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.